We're looking at the top travel destinations for 2024. Travel was a top priority for a lot of Americans after the pandemic, but there are probably a few sites you may have missed around the world. The Points Guy travel website recently revealed its list of the best places to visit in the new year. And guess what? It includes destinations like Quebec, Cairo, San Diego, and Costa Rica, just to name a few. Points Guy founder and CEO Brian Kelly is back with us. Good to see you.
Thanks
Good morning.
for having me.
Always great to have you here.
I love those destinations.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, 2024 is going to be possibly the busiest travel year ever. You know, just this Thanksgiving, 2.9 million people went through the TSA screening. And with the economy potentially not being as bad as we thought, people are feeling confident. So it's going to be a busy year for travel.
All I hear in my head is, how am I going to save money then on this?
Well, I have good news. Actually, airfare has come down quite a bit.
Really?
Now, if you're going to go to Europe in the summer, you're going to get hit. If you're trying to go to Asia, like a lot of people are, and New Zealand, airfares can be pretty dicey. But here's my first tip, and I was actually just in the hair and makeup room helping people book trips. And I want to go somewhere warm in January, so I pulled out my phone. So go to google.com/flights. And Google Flights is my preferred method.
It pulls in the best.
But there's a little feature called Explore.
Okay.
So if you want to go a weekend trip in January, you can actually put in your home city, Chicago, New York. You can put in Caribbean. And it'll show you a map of all the cheapest nonstop fares. So I recommend to people.
That is brilliant.
Choose your destination based on where you can find the really good fare sales.
I'm a huge adventure traveler. I love it. So what are the big deals you can get for?
So adventure travel, our top two destinations are Montana. I think so many of us want to travel internationally, but there are so many beautiful places in this country.
Gorgeous. Yep.
You've got Glacier National Park, Yellowstone, Big Sky for skiing. So Montana is at the top of the list. And if you want something a little more exotic, Morocco is one of our top destinations. You've got the mountains, you've got desert. You can do epic horse journeys. It's a really top destination for 2024.
Well, what activities in those places specifically?
Well, Morocco, I mean, just getting lost in the Medina, walking around, shopping.
I usually try to not get lost.
Get lost in a good way.
Okay, be present in the moment.
But yeah, and now Royal Air Morocco, you can actually fly nonstop from a lot of different U.S. airports. You can fly nonstop to Morocco, so it's easier to get to than ever before. And they're now a one world carrier, so you can use your American Airlines miles to get there.
You have some beach destinations people don't often think about.
Yeah, so our top beach destination is Puerto Rico in the Caribbean. You know, so many people don't have passports. You don't need one going to Puerto Rico, so it's super easy. But, you know, and San Juan has great beaches, but here are the tips. Culebra is a tiny little island off the coast of Puerto Rico, unspoiled beaches. And Rincon on the west coast has amazing surfing, which people don't equate with Puerto Rico.
Pick up surfing. That's great.
So, Brian, one of the things I always ask you about is our airlines. And 2 points. One, Points Guy. When we're thinking about the way that the point schemes work on airlines, a lot of them have revamped the point schemes going forward in 2024. So is it still advantageous to try and build up those points, or is it better to have a credit card like an American Express?
You hit it right on the nose. Be loyal to your credit card. So you want to book, use a credit card that offers transferable points. That's Amex, Chase Ultimate Rewards, because they allow you to pull your points into a pool and then transfer to a number of different carriers. And here's the other tip. Use foreign frequent flyer programs. I won't get into the nitty-gritty specifics, but in the U.S., we have so many credit cards and people have so many points that all the major airlines in the U.S. have jacked up the amount of miles you need.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Now, abroad, in Europe, they don't have all these credit cards. So Air France, for example, Air France Flying Blue is one of my favorite frequent flyer programs. I was just helping a friend yesterday go to Paris for Valentine's Day. 50,000 miles. Business class, one way, New York. You can actually book it now. I was just looking on the car ride here. So, you know, Delta, their partner, will charge $400.
Yes.
So learn how to use foreign programs. Flying Blue is one of the best programs out there with low fees.
When is the best time, though, to book an airline ticket?
Yeah.
So, you know, there's no one time, but in general for international, you really want to book 3 to 4 months in advance. And domestic, you're looking 6 to 8 weeks in general. But what you can do is start looking as far in advance as possible. Google Flights will actually, you can set alerts. So if it drops below a certain price, you can book. And what I'll say is there are great fare deals that come and go. Book direct with the airline. You can cancel within 24 hours. So when you see a screeching hot deal, book it. You have 24 hours, then you take off work and you figure out those
Yeah.
logistics. But if you try to herd your cats, your friends, hey, who wants to go on this trip? A lot of times the deals will be gone.
Brian Kelly, thank you so much. I have so much
Brian.
work to now do this
Yes.
afternoon.